Let's take a blast to the past for a keyboard for the older iPads. Hello and welcome back. It's your host, VLD. Let's get started. You know, I have reviewed about every keyboard that has been out for the iPad Mini 6. I wanted to do a throwback to an older keyboard I had when I was younger for my older iPad Mini 2, 3, and 4. This was my favorite keyboard for years. You can pick this off Amazon right now for $20. It's a portable magnetic Bluetooth keyboard from Logitech for the iPad Mini 2 through 4. There are magnets on the side of it you attach to it, a collaboration between Logitech and Apple because this product works so well. Inside the box, you have another box. It's a microfiber cloth, your instructions, a USB Type-A to micro USB charger cable, which this was 4, 5, 6 years ago. I will say, compared to Logitech, to current brands, the build quality, it just feels premium. It feels like I'm just holding another iPad in my hands. One good thing about this product is, a fun fact, I don't know if anyone actually knew this, but the older iPads had magnets on the side of them. You could attach attachments to the side of it, like Logitech with this keyboard. This was a feature 10 years ago, so this was pretty common. Unfortunately, it's not really a thing now. You do have magnets on the back of the Mini 6. It wasn't as quite as intuitive it was back then. The older iPads were curved. They weren't as boxy as the Mini 6 is. They could actually fit inside the keyboard. You could do landscape or portrait. That was pretty common at the time. They evolved more into a keyboard case, but back then you kind of just put them inside the case. I think it was about the Mini 4s when keyboard cases were more of a thing. I do have an iPad Mini 5 I use for work. Just comparing that to the keyboard, you can see how Logitech took some of the design cues from the iPad to make this case. Unfortunately, the magnets don't quite line up the older ones. iPad Mini 2 through 4, the magnets would line up 5th gen. They changed that a little bit, but it does fit inside the keyboard, so I can show that to you guys how it looks. I do wish the magnets would work because you would get raised awake with this if it lined up perfectly, but just for the presentation, it does work. The iPad Mini 6 is just a little bit too bulky. It's not as curved as the older models were. It doesn't really fit. This does charge micro USB. There is an on switch to turn it on. It runs Bluetooth, I want to say 2.1 or 3.1. Irregardless, even in 2022, this is still capable. This product will work with any iPad. It is smaller than some of the junk keyboards I've used in the past, but the build quality, 100 times better. Hands down, there's no flexing, there's no folding. It works quite well. My only gripe is it's a little bit smaller. The keys are not squishy, they're firm, works as intended, but the build quality, like I said, this feels like I'm actually holding an iPad in my hands. Typing experience is a little bit cramped. It's a mini keyboard, not a full-size one. So even in 2022, this product is still capable. This still has more of a premium build than compared to any of the other ones I've reviewed, but it's still usable even today. Granted, it's smaller than the other keyboards. The typing experience is good. The buttons are firm, they're not mushy. Words per minute would be a little bit better than some of the other ones, but the simple fact that the keys are firm and not mushy will impact your typing experience and make it quicker compared to ones that are loose and just, like I said, mushy. So like always, I'm your host, VLD. Smash that bell, subscribe, and stay tuned for all the cool Apple tech peace.